What's good, guys? Back here with another video. You already know it's gonna be late, it's gonna be crazy. Today we're streaming Madden franchise, and yeah, I gotta change the settings a little bit, but don't mind that. I'm changing them later on. But first I'm trying to figure out my music because I want to turn off other. Trying to get copyrights. Alright, other than that, let's go ahead and get into it. I guess I had to start the match a little bit ago, but it was only like 4 minutes ago, and I forgot to stream it. The stream isn't working, so it won't let me do it.
Asker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Penny, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see.
Well,
he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Better be short. He better be it better be okay.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. There he goes, left side.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
Let's get that. The ball's
oh my lord.
And the Seahawks have recovered.
Okay, maybe I got a little too
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, see there, he tore something, so he won't be able to return. It's okay though. Got Watts here.
Here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Watch this, watch
They're
this,
going to
watch
have to
this.
go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their
tackle him in
territory.
safety.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50.
Oh shoot, that was bad.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and trying to count for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Dancing to his left. They'll let this go for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Joseph on for the extra point.
If y'all want to see me stream Vanguard later, just ask. I will gladly do that.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Can't believe I got drafted to the Vikings, but again, I'm doing good. And yes, I actually have played 2 games. Since I am kind of new to this game, because I had forgot what I was supposed to do, and I accidentally simulated 2 of them and won both of them with an insane amount of points, but like, I accidentally skipped over the game, so this is actually going to be my first game that I actually fully play without like skipping it, so yeah.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Don't want to see me rush and play whenever I get the thing.
Rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Kick.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly.
Ooh.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point right down the middle, and a route is on here in this first half. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Asker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The handoff, running left is Penny. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Just confused on how Samuel's on my team. He's not right here. He's not in here right now, but
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
49ers.
Flushed out right. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings open the lead up to 34-0. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown. So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg? They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Nick Vigil. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. DJ Waddle. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off. Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss? Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again. Makes sense, doesn't it? And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Oh, shoot, that was bad.
So we've reached, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one. Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. DJ Waddle able to record his 5th sack of the season. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side. And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked. To try again after the sack. Wilson, this complete to Lockett. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Cook with a first down.
Teammate, oh my lord.
59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Look, see, I have Samuel on my team, bro. And that is Debo Samuel. I even double checked.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there for Minnesota.
I knew they were going to challenge.
And now hold
Watch, it's going to say second. So, oh, my lord. I didn't keep the consistency.
So Pete Carroll, always a guy to trust his instincts, and his instincts were right on that one. Well, he's going to go for it all. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Kept his foot in, right?
Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra.
Wait, that right? Yeah, I did.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 79 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further.
Wait, George,
here in the 4th
whoa,
quarter.
wait a minute. Did the Vikings do some switches?
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's
I think the Vikings did some switches with the 49ers or something like that.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 53 yards. And the Seahawks are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Look at this.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice.
Bonk, bonk,
No,
bonk, bonk.
but
Bruh.
they haven't been very nice on offense.
It stayed on his head.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. That drive started on their own 25. 2 play.
Bro, that was so dumb, bro.
Into the end
It
zone.
just stayed on the man's head.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run.
Get an instant replay of that real quick. Right here. What you gonna do, bruh? Oh. What you gonna do, bruh? What you gonna do? Oh. Hurdled. You're telling me Cook can hurdle that guy, but he can't take a little 4-foot midget tackling him, bro. See. So he hurdles a 5-foot midget. And then he's got this 4-foot midget coming out of nowhere. Telling me he can't hurdle that 4-foot midget. Or even just stay up from that 4-foot midget. Like, it's a 4-foot midget. Just smack him in the face. Just stiff arm him.
It doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Samuel.
Rolling touchdown. It's complete. Debo Samuel.
See, Debo Samuel, bro.
6th on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point. Splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown from Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick.
I'm gonna give y'all 2 games today. It's about an hour long.
Asker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Purposely ran into him.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense.
It's funny.
There again in
Look,
a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting
it's so
them,
funny because
which is often the case.
that's like legit. That's funny. Not even gonna lie. That's so funny because look, I know I was complaining about it bouncing off of DK Metcalf's head, but look. All right, hold on, wait. No, not that guy. Throws it. Going to be a boink right here. Let's see. Get a good old zoom in right here. Dots off his head, and look. See Lockett? Look at Lockett right here. Just look. Bounces off my guy's head. So let me back up a little bit. See, look. Bounce off his head. Hits an angle. Goes for Lockett. Bounces off his head. And bounces right back to the guy who had ended up having the ball bounce off his head the first time. Right into the bucket. For a beautiful, beautiful touchdown. So basically, it bounces off Lockett's head and goes right into my guy's hands. Right there, bro. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Anything they tried to throw at him and beating him into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Can't believe it bounced off of Lockett's head like that. Like, come on, Lockett, you're supposed to be better.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Asker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Action, that last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
All right.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Nick Vigil able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I noticed you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And there he goes again. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota defense, we watch them get set to roll. They are holding serve here at home. The fans were into this one. They did what they needed to do.
And right now I'm just cupping my hand to my ear and listening to the approval that they're getting from the home crowd right now.
That's actually true, by the way. He was physically cupping his hand to his ear.
A job well done. Exactly what you want to accomplish, though. Let's face it, we talk to every coach in the league. We want to take care of our home games, establish home field superiority, win at home, and they're going to get that done.
Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Let's go. We crazy up in here, bruh. We crazy. Look at that 0-3 Seahawks now. $85-7. Look at this, bro. Our passing yards. We've gained a total of 2,055 yards. Offense yards, passing yards, rush yards. We get an average points per game is 91. Who else is 3-0? 1-3-0? That has already played. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have to wait for them to all get done with their games. Dang. We'll look after. So, let's see. Am I in first place for the most passing yards? Yeah. I've only messed up 15 passes out of, and then 38 actually made it. And then passing touchdowns, 18. So I've passed 18 touchdowns. See how many touchdowns I've actually fully got. 71 completion rate. My longest pass is an 80-yarder. I've only been sacked once in 3 games played. 93 downs played. Let's see. Rushing, me and Mr. Cook, Dalvin Cook, have the most, stuff, carries or whatever, and yards. So he's got about 77 more yards than me. He gets 10 yards per carry, I get 23. Haha. Got 7 rushing touchdowns, he's got 6. It's a little surprising that I have somehow more than him. I don't think that's true. Only broken 1 tackle. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Debo Samuel. Still surprised, but that just shows you I don't really bat. Look, he's got 1 pass to with 22 yards. I shall pass to him more. But yeah, I'm doing pretty crazy. With my 99 overall quarterback, yes, I did level him up purposely, but I did not level up any of my other characters, so. Even though he started out as a level 90 anyways, so. I know more overall. And no, he's not 999 everything, he's 98, 99, 98, and 97. Wait, I'm looking at something. Where was it at? Yeah. Yeah, my legacy score is definitely not going to be as big as his, but guys, look. Guys, look. It's me. I'm literally tied with Connor McCoy. Or C. McCoy, I guess his name, I was guessing is, no, that's Colt. My bad, I thought it was Connor. Jay Webb. Justin Webb. No, Joe Webb, okay. I'm just guessing their names. Michael Glennon. Oh my lord, I was so close. Oh, what was his name? Oh shoot, it was Drew, yeah. Tannehill. I don't know. Taysom Hill. Daniel Jones, yep. Aw, Duff. Garrett Smith. Yo, Smith. Michael Trubisky. Chell Trubisky. Connor Keenum. Nope. Bro, I'm so bad at guessing names. Michael Moore. Nope. Matt. Uh, Terrence Taylor. Tyrod Taylor. Brian Garrett. Or no, my God. Sam Darnold. Yeah, I know that. I used to play on the Panthers. Or used to watch the Panthers a lot, so I knew that one. Ted Lake. That's cool. Joe. Jacoby. Drew Minshew is Gardner. K. Oh my God, why did I say K? Michael Mariota. Marcus. Teddy Bridgewater, yep. I know that one anywhere. Joe. Nope. Connor. Chad. Oh my lord. Why did I not guess Chad? Joe. I already know that. Definitely not trying to guess you. Justin Herbert. Tyler Murray. Justin Winston. Jameis Winston. Oh, I don't know you. Andy Dalton. Jared Goff. Connor Wentz. Carson Wentz. Derek Carr. Baker Mayfield. Yeah. Josh Allen. Fitzpatrick. I don't remember Ryan. Yeah. Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I know a lot of these people up here. As you know, they're the more popular ones. Okay. Well, time to give y'all one more game, and then I'm going to go play some, Vanguard. And I will be streaming that later on tonight. Oh, yeah, franchise. I don't know why I left it. I'm number one for passing yards, passing touchdowns, and passer rating. Ha ha ha. Ha ha, Tom Brady. Ha ha ha. Ha. Wait, Jared Goff? Say, whoa, hold on. Isn't he at? Yo, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Um, yeah. Just give me 1 second. Running back. Ha 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 ha. Ah, Miles Garrett. You're funny, bruh. You're real funny. But you're not gonna make it past my line. Well, you need me to close the watermelon for you? Yeah. Alright. How is my team a 99 overall? It's just because I got such cracked players. And look at that. Beautifulness right there. Do you know how all these guys are level 99 overall? No, I did not cheat for them. You know how I got that? Because this is actually my 7th season playing with the Minnesota, but just a new quarterback.
It's the week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They're going to look to throw.
Yeah, Miles Garrett.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I got sacked, but that's because I was trying to run it.
In there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had Nick Chubb.
They won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
On 3rd down, Mayfield, and that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Oh, my
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Browns, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here.
Oh, I think now I don't have to show them that I showed Mr. Miles Garrett that I can have one because I think he's been showing enough. So now I can pass it.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was that.
I have been trying to pass it, but it's been risky because I wanted to show Miles Garrett what I can do.
Just hold in there, survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score? Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Debo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. But sometimes he comes up really hyped up, and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
They'll look to set up his blockers. (21-0) our score after one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll roll him out right. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone,
50 completion
but could
right
not
now,
hang
man. I can't
on.
do that.
And second
Try
and
to throw
10,
it to
he'll
people I
look
know
to
will
throw
catch
again.
it. Oh my god, he should have
It's
caught that.
incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you have 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Secure it.
And
Oh,
it will
no.
be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again.
Keep your feet in.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Oh my gosh, look at that 50 completion. No,
Debo
bro.
Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. They'll look to throw.
Oh, my Lord.
But it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never
retreat. You establish yourself
I
really
should
on
like
the line of scrimmage.
50
Put your heels on the
during
goal
the second
line at
half.
worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it
First
over
2
your head,
quarters,
because
because it's
they're
like
gonna
really
run out of space 'cause of the
annoying.
back of the end zone. Never let a guy
Not like
catch
it
one in
matters
front of you.
all that
Jarvis
much, but I'm still trying to
Landry,
be top
back on and ready to go. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
My dad knows. I mean,
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Busts through the tackle. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
oh, dang it, bro.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that,
get down. Taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. James Lynch busting through to get him for a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Mayfield.
Thank you.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
God dang it!
A leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying.
Crazy, last game I had like, you know, I don't know, at least like 15 catches. In this game, it's just
they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other.
Get this for 50. Baker Mayfield has one of my 9.
Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of the
Oh, you're sacked, Baker.
From the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've reached halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Take it at the 37. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown, Vikings.
There we go.
Debo Samuel, 35 yards. And the Vikings offense continues
Here, 53.
to pour it on.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking
Damn,
about
he
making
just
sure
smacked
they're
on my
giving him
hands.
plays that fit his talents, and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
60 passing yard. No, it's got to be at least 200.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
I will not. I refuse to have 160 passing yards. I'm definitely
to the 25. Heading out, it's the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think he's the same exact as me now. Yeah, we're the same. Except I should
Open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Taking on the midfield logo. Fighting his way through contact. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And
now
his guys are going to have a first and goal
look stupid,
down at the
but I'm
3-yard
doing
line.
it to see if I can
Quite a
do
turn
it.
of events. This is
It
first
would be
and goal
real
from
funny
the
if I could
3.
do it.
Cook.
Keep on going. Keep on going, Mr. Cook. Keep on going. All the way. Now do it. Do it. Do it. Ah.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Now watch.
My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that'll bring up a second
I
and
actually
goal.
want to get a little bit farther because that's just sad. I feel bad for him.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman.
Oh no.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
All right.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll set up a throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
They're out. New Orleans can do it.
Debo Samuel, 76 yards. And this Viking offense.
200.
Is running away with this one. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt.
Whoa.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage.
Achievement.
used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46.
You ever seen a quarterback stiff arm like it?
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter
in.
of action.
So let me go do something real quick. Just gotta go clean something real quick. I'm back.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
This is for Dalvin Cook because I felt bad for what I just did.
First down,
Psych,
here's
I
the
lied.
run with Cook.
Oh. Juked out. Oh.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession.
See? Look. Doing A-okay.
A big play there on the fake field goal.
You know, I always talk about when teams line up for long field goals, they usually be in a safe defense.
Right.
But you're also in a position here where this is a makeable kick. So rushing it is also part of this strategy. Maybe they use their aggressiveness against them.
And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings.
Hold on.
Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, Much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but go. For two in this situation, somebody would like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. D.J. Waddle make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returning it, Johnson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any for one reason.
Got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. D.J. Waddle in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Mayfield now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's get that to a 60 right there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
It's Kenny.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That right there is kind of a summary for how this day has gone for the offense. No points still, and that time points in the other direction.
Not much more to say to that, is there? Struggle all the way through. have to find a way to try and get some points, so they're a little bit desperate. Instead, the points go the other way.
Joseph on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to put...
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Nick Vigil in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Go.
They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Oh my
and
gosh.
This turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
This is it. And out now come the Vikings.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start.
What's the yard right now?
1st and 10.
Raising it higher, definitely.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Gets this one to his running back, Wayne Gallman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Oh, shoot.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left.
Get off me.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away. Fighting through the tackle at the 30.
Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had it.
I just beat that guy right there. I still have the most completion. Yes, sir. I won. Actually, no, I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't have the most completion, I guess. Hold on, what? Because I know I am passer rating. Oh wait, I can go to the NFL. Hey, Lance. Nah, 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 nah.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup and evaluate it.
Alright, Mr. Trey Lance. Oh, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for the end of this video right here. Catch y'all later. Sir.